Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English Learning Story channel. Today, we are going to listen to a relaxing and heartwarming story called A Rainy Day at Home. This story is perfect for beginners and intermediate English learners. You will learn useful English vocabulary, daily expressions, and natural conversations while enjoying a cozy story about family, comfort, and finding happiness on a rainy day. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy today's story. Let's begin. My name is Emma, and one of the most memorable days of my childhood happened during a rainy weekend when I spent the entire day at home with my family. At first, I thought the day would be boring because I had planned to go outside and spend time with my friends. However, by the end of the day, I learned that some of the happiest moments in life can happen right inside our homes. It was a Saturday morning, and I woke up to the sound of rain hitting my bedroom window. At first, I thought I was dreaming. The sound was soft and rhythmic, almost like music. As I opened my eyes, I noticed that the room was darker than usual. The sky outside was covered with gray clouds, and raindrops were sliding down the glass. I sat up in bed and looked outside. The rain was falling steadily, covering the streets, rooftops, and trees. Everything looked wet and peaceful. Normally, I love sunny days, but there was something special about that rainy morning. Then I remembered my plan. I had promised to meet my friends at the park. Immediately, I felt disappointed. There goes my weekend, I whispered to myself. I got out of bed, washed my face, and went downstairs. My mother was already in the kitchen preparing breakfast. "Good morning, Emma," she said. "Good morning," I replied. "You don't sound very happy." I looked toward the window. "It's raining. I wanted to go to the park today." My mother smiled. Sometimes unexpected days become the best days. At the time, I didn't understand what she meant. After breakfast, I looked outside again. The rain had become even heavier. Water flowed along the streets, and strong winds moved the trees from side to side. There was no chance of going anywhere. Feeling bored, I sat on the couch and stared at my phone. After scrolling for a while, I became even more bored. The entire house felt quiet. My father was reading a book. My younger brother was building something with toy blocks. My mother was organizing the kitchen. Everyone seemed busy except me. A little later, my father closed his book and looked at me. "You look bored." "I am bored," I admitted. He smiled. "Then let's do something together." "What?" "How about cleaning the storage room?" I immediately made a face. "That doesn't sound fun." My father laughed. "Trust me." Although I wasn't excited about the idea, I followed him to the storage room. The room was filled with old boxes, books, toys, photo albums, and forgotten belongings. Together, we began sorting through everything. As we opened the boxes, we discovered many interesting things. There were old family photographs. There were childhood toys that I had completely forgotten about. There were school certificates, drawings, and birthday cards from years ago. Each item seemed connected to a memory. One photograph showed me riding a bicycle for the first time. Another showed our family during a vacation at the beach. We spent nearly an hour looking through old memories. Instead of being bored, I found myself smiling and laughing. My father shared stories about events that happened before I could remember them. Some stories were funny, others were emotional. All of them reminded me how quickly time passes. When we finally finished organizing the room, it looked much cleaner. More importantly, I felt closer to my father. As lunchtime approached, the smell of cooking filled the house. My mother had prepared hot soup, rice, and vegetables. The warm meal felt perfect for a rainy day. Outside, the rain continued falling. Inside, the house felt warm and comfortable. During lunch, we talked about our favorite memories. My brother shared stories about his school friends. My father talked about his childhood. My mother remembered funny family moments from years ago. Everyone laughed. The atmosphere felt peaceful and happy. After lunch, the rain showed no signs of stopping. Large drops continued falling from the dark clouds above. Normally, I would have complained. Today felt different. Instead of wishing for sunshine, I began enjoying the cozy feeling of staying indoors. Later in the afternoon, my mother suggested baking cookies. My brother and I immediately agreed. Together, we mixed ingredients, shaped the dough, and carefully placed the cookies into the oven. The kitchen soon filled with a wonderful smell. While waiting, we played simple board games together. At first, everyone played seriously. Then the games became increasingly competitive. Soon, the entire family was laughing loudly. My brother celebrated every victory like a champion. My father pretended to be shocked every time he lost. My mother laughed so hard that tears appeared in her eyes. For several hours, nobody thought about work, school, or responsibilities. We simply enjoyed spending time together. As evening approached, the rain finally began slowing down. The dark clouds gradually moved away. Small patches of blue sky appeared between them. The world outside looked fresh and clean. The trees seemed greener. The flowers appeared brighter. The air felt cooler. I stood by the window and watched the final raindrops fall from the roof. The neighborhood was quiet. Everything felt calm. That was when I remembered how disappointed I had been in the morning. I had believed the rain had ruined my plans. Instead, it had given me something even better. A day with my family, a day filled with conversations, a day filled with laughter, a day filled with memories. That evening, we enjoyed the cookies we had baked together. They were not perfect. Some were slightly burned. Others had unusual shapes, but they tasted wonderful because we had made them as a family. After dinner, we sat together in the living room. The rain had completely stopped. The stars slowly appeared in the night sky. My father looked around the room and smiled. This turned out to be a pretty good day. It really did, I replied. My mother smiled. See, I told you that unexpected days can become the best days. Now I finally understood what she meant. Life does not always go according to plan. Sometimes things happen that we cannot control. Plans change, schedules change, weather changes. However, happiness does not depend on perfect conditions. Sometimes the most meaningful moments happen when we adapt and make the best of unexpected situations. That rainy Saturday taught me an important lesson. Instead of focusing on what I had missed, I learned to appreciate what I had. A loving family, a comfortable home, meaningful conversations, and beautiful memories. As I prepared for bed that night, I felt grateful. Grateful for the rain, grateful for my family, and grateful for a day that began with disappointment but ended with happiness. Whenever I hear rain falling outside now, I remember that special Saturday and I smile. Because sometimes a rainy day at home can become one of the brightest memories of all. Thank you for listening to today's English learning story. I hope you enjoyed a rainy day at home and learned useful English vocabulary and expressions. Remember, happiness is not about perfect weather or perfect plans. Sometimes the best moments happen when we simply enjoy the people around us. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more English learning stories. See you in the next story. Goodbye.